Let's look at another example when God said you have little faith. Is when the disciples, right? The people came to the disciples and they wanted them to help cast this demon out of this boy, and they were unable to do it. It says this in Mark 9 verse 17 says this: a man in the crowd answered, "Teacher, I brought you my son who was possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whatever he seizes him and throws him to the ground. He foams to the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not." And then Jesus said, "You unbelieving generation, how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me." So they brought him, and when the spirit saw Jesus, it immediately threw the boy into a convulsion. He fell to the ground and rolled around, foaming at the mouth. And then Jesus asked the boy, "How long has this been?" They said, "From childhood." And then verse 23, they said, "If you can," and then they said, it has often thrown him into fire or water to kill him. But if you can do anything, take pity on us and help us. And then 23 says this: "If you can," said Jesus, "everything is possible for one who believes." And then the father said, "Help me with my unbelief." And then Jesus cast him out. So there's actually another account of the same instance found in Matthew 17 verse 14. It says this: when the disciples asked, like, "Why couldn't we do it?" Jesus said, "It's because you have so little faith. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move." So let's break this down, okay? A lot of things happen here. Think about Paul when he walked on water. He started, but he got scared, distracted, fearful, insecure about his protection when it came to the storm. In the same way, God was letting me know that happened here. They started to, but they couldn't. Now, I believe it could have been because of the demon. All the sounds it was making, like in Mark 9, it says it was doing a lot. So I imagine the disciples went to go cast it out, but they got fearful. They became insecure in their identity. They didn't feel like they were protected, so they were not successful. They had little faith enough to start, but not faith enough to finish it through.